Ironheart's just not a good show. Ironheart is just not a good show. Does not mean it is deserving of any of the commentary we're seeing online. There's another issue at hand here. Welcome back, by the way. Sorry, I'm back in the basement. You can see my back is better, so I'm back where I belong with you in a basement. And it feels good. It does feel good. But yeah, last week Ironheart came out, and I mean, we could assume, I'm not even gonna say assume. We all know there wasn't a lot of hype behind Ironheart. Actually, going into Ironheart, people were complaining online that Disney was even promoting Ironheart. It was a whole thing. I became suspicious of Ironheart when Sinners dropped. Sinners came out, loved it, huge hit. I mean, movie of the year so far to me. And all of a sudden, in the weeks following the Sinners like movement, all of a sudden Ryan Coogler's name was tossed onto Ironheart. It felt like it came out of nowhere. Now, maybe it was there before and I didn't notice it. Obviously, Ryan Coogler did Wakanda Forever, and Ironheart was in that. But it did seem like his name being tied to the show kind of came out of nowhere. And I think it was because they were like, all right, Ryan's doing great. Let's kind of tie into that. I'm not saying he wasn't involved in the show, but let's tie into that, use it as a marketing push to start to move Ironheart forward. So I was very suspicious of that. You fast forward to last week, show drops, and the only buzz I'm seeing from this show is people's reactions to the negative reviews, right? I'm seeing a lot of people talk about the racist comments, the misogynist comments, like all the is comments. Those are the reactions that the algorithm is at least pushing to me. And I kind of mentioned this in a post yesterday. I encourage you to read it. We need to stop shining a light on that, right? And here's the difficult part. We become, and I've talked to you before about how you need to kind of find your tribe and build your tribe and all of that. There's a negative to that, and the negative to that is this tribal instinct that we have to ride or die for a side. And when it comes to something like Ironheart, in a post Last Jedi world, as I like to call it, there are people who, if it's somebody that is of color, is a woman, blah blah blah, they will instantly have to make negative content about it. That is just who they are. And anybody who doesn't think that side of the fandom exists, or that the world is not embracing that at all, I encourage you to go to some comment sections of various topics, various industry, and if you see somebody there who's a woman or a person of color, etc., read the comment section. I'm telling you, that stuff's very real. But on the other end, we have the other tribe of we want inclusiveness, we want everybody to have representation. That side, what we have to stop doing is giving this side a platform. If a show is bad, we have to acknowledge the show is bad. If the show's mid, acknowledge it's mid. If it's good, it's good. So we have to acknowledge that. But we can't make everything an attack on those people, because then it's just shining a light that tribe even exists, right? We need to almost not not even acknowledge that they're here. They're it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I won't say the name of the channel or the podcast or whatever, but their stream before the premiere was the one that was trending the most. And again, it's disgusting. Things that they're saying, it's just really, it's 2025. But of course, we see where things are politically. But it's that those people will always exist. Unfortunately, those people will always exist. But for the rest of us that want to see representation, want to see inclusiveness, What we need to do is kind of stop not just platforming that, but we also have to start calling out the content. We have to start calling out the content. A show like Ironheart, to me, it has no heart. So far, 3 episodes in, only 3 episodes in. I've I'm sitting there watching the show, and it's like I don't want those guys to win, but I also can't endorse the show. It's just not there. And what needs to happen is, to me, on the side of Disney/Marvel, they really got to step back and be like, all right, are we putting out too much content? Are we putting out quality content? Are we attempting to tell a new story? Are we attempting to whatever? But I feel like we're at a point where, because of this, the two tribes being a thing, right? There seems to be no middle tribe, but because of the two tribes being a thing, I feel like the only solution now for like a Marvel and a Disney is like scale it back, figure out what story you're trying to tell, figure out what direction you're trying to go here, and I guess more importantly, are we trying to do a larger MCU type thing again, or should we revert back to the old days of like a one-off movie here, one-off movie there, TV show there? Really got to figure it out. I also saw I haven't told you guys this. I also saw Brave New World the other day. Also very mid. Also very mid. And it's like, oh, I don't want them to win. I don't want them to win. But we have to do a better job at just calling things out for what they are. And if it's not good, it's not good, right? We can all want something to win. We could all want, our favorite character to win. But if the show's not good, it ain't good. I think I've said that line like 5 times now. Sorry. I'll continue to watch Ironheart for now, unless it's unbearable. It's not unbearable. Actually, I think it's better than we got 3 episodes at once, which is another tactic that I'm not a big fan of. But we got 3 episodes at once. So far, it's better than Miss Marvel, but I couldn't continue Miss Marvel. I loved episode 1 of Miss Marvel, and then after that, I was just like, I was kind of over it. So I hope this one gets better. I do. So yeah, we have to do better. That's kind of all I got today. I was debating doing another like one of my normal videos where it's not super nerdy, and I do try to bring in like a real world aspect here. I don't know if I did, but I was like, I have to talk about the show. Got to talk about the show and how much it bothers me that as nerds we're always fighting with each other on which side are you on, instead of acknowledging if a show is good, bad, or mid. And unfortunately, at the moment, Ironheart's mid, and I hope that changes. I hope that changes. Hopefully, it's a strong finish. It could be. I could record this show, at this point, 5 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now, and tell you that Ironheart was the best Disney Plus show ever. Who knows? Got to give it a chance. But if you don't like it, just don't watch it. That's all I got. I'm sweating. I'm back. And I'm going to move on now. See you later.